Welcome to another edition of Smalltalk for You. This morning I wanted to go through kind of the basic development pattern with VA Smalltalk with configuration maps and applications. And to get started, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Tools menu, Browse Configuration Maps, and I'm going to create a new one. So we're going to come in here and go to Edit. So we're going to come in here and go to Names, Create, and we'll just come up with something like My Test Map, so that we can find it easier later. We'll leave that open. We're not going to version this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to Tools, Browse Applications, and we're going to create a new one. So we're going to go Create Application, My New App we'll call it, and we'll just make it require the base stuff. And then once we've got this, what we're going to do is we're going to add a new class. So pick new class, make it a subclass of object, call it My New Class, and we'll just make it a normal subclass, and then just for jollies we'll add an instance variable, and we'll hit Control S to compile that, and just to see that something happened we'll add a method, so we'll say testing category, go to method source, and we'll put in is foo and say true, so just to show that we've got something going on here. What we're going to do is go in here to the application browser, manage the application, and all we're going to do is version, so we'll pick one name, and just hit OK, and then we're going to release that class. So we've released and versioned the class, and that's all we're going to do. At this point, we're going to leave that be. We're going to go back to the configuration map browser. You can see that we haven't added this here, so we're going to go ahead and add. So let's find My Test Application. My New App there. We'll add that over here, put it in our configuration browser, and now we're done. We've released the class into this application, but we haven't versioned anything else. We're going to pretty much leave it that way. What we're going to do now is we're going to quit this. We're going to quit the image, not save it. And then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to restart it, so the development image 851. And we'll go here to Tools, Browse Configuration Maps, and we'll go find My Test Map. We'll go ahead and load this edition here, and we'll go ahead and take a look at that. So let's go ahead and browse this guy, browse the loaded edition, and you see there I have everything I worked on. So this is kind of the normal development pattern you have with VA Smalltalk. What you would do is you would create a configuration map, you would create one or more applications, and you would start working them. As you go along, you would version off the classes in your application. When you hit checkpoints, some kind of weekly or monthly or whatever path you're on, you version off the application and you version off the configuration map, and then you have a checkpoint. Until then, you just kind of work with everything as open editions. That way, it's easy just to add code, publish the version of the classes in it, but that's about it. So that way you have a full-time checkpoint going on where everything's open, it's easy to work in, and you only have hard versions when you hit checkpoints. That's kind of the way you would normally develop using NV. It's not the only way you could develop, but it's kind of the way most people do it. So that's about it for today. Until next time, have fun with whatever Smalltalk you're using.